So this is very special that we have Wu Wei, who is a great virtuoso of the sheng, which is a traditional Chinese mouth organ. We wanted to do a video with him because there's a big concert coming up next April, which is going to be April 5th at the Queen Elizabeth Hall, and you're going to be playing a bunch of pieces, right? Including a couple of UK premieres, is that correct?
Yes, I will play 3 pieces. One is from Yuka Tiansu, Finnish composer. And the second piece is from Chinese composer. The name is Jia Guoping. He living in Beijing. And the Souls is the new premiere from André and Adamak.
Wu Wei is also here to talk to us about basically tell us about the sheng and talk to us a little bit about the Chinese music culture and tell us his story. Do you want to maybe just start by telling us a little bit about this instrument, which I've just very recently become familiar with?
Yeah, what I play is kind of Chinese mouth organ, sheng. So you will see it's kind of organ, like organ, mini organ. They have bamboo tube, they have wind chest, and they have a mouthpiece. And you can close finger to put the hole, or you can push the key and blow inside, blow outside to produce the sound, because each pipe inside they have free reed. I think it is the oldest free reed instrument. So they have this instrument in China really long historic, and also they have the meanings. The sheng means harmony.
So there's some kind of a philosophical basis behind the instrument.
Yes, that's also why I like this instrument. It's, the sound, it's really transparent and also very pure. They have very rich overnotes. So I will explain in next film about the detail, how work with instrument.
Yeah.
Because the reed's very sensitive, so you need a special method to make this and make tuning and very complicated. Yeah.
Yeah, Wu Wei is also going to be doing a particular video especially dedicated to the sheng, which is going to be, of course, featured on our YouTube channel.
I think we'll be very surprised with contrabass.
Yeah, well, it's an interesting combination. So I think we're gonna play some together as well, which is very, very exciting for me, for sure. So tell me a little bit about your story. I mean, where did you grow up? How did you start playing this instrument? And where has it taken you?
So I come from Shanghai. So from China, my father, he can play mostly all the Chinese instruments.
Really? Wow.
But he cannot play sheng. My first
instrument,
my first instrument actually is Chinese fiddle, so erhu.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I can play also. And then at 15, my professor, he asked me if I interested for the sheng. Oh yeah, why not? Before I never saw this instrument in my region. So then I started in Nanjing. So start first time very easy, simple sheng. So just have 23 tube.
Okay.
So I have 4 years, and then later I come to Shanghai. I meet a great sheng player, Wang Zhengfa, and he redesigned this kind of sheng. Actually, 37 pipers. Right. Before, actually, only 23 or 17 piper, and he has respect to the tradition. So you will can see the finger you have the whole. Whole is traditional, but the key is also new.
That's new.
So he added new many, I think, double more tubes. This instrument, 37 pipes sheng, have 3 octaves. So from small G, so 3 octaves.
Right.
So all chromatic. So you will hear. So that is on.
So he really expanded the capabilities of the instruments.
Yes. So
putting more
just
pipes.
so you can play many different music, different kind of music.
And so how did you get involved with playing with Western orchestras or being in this sort of Western music scene, so to speak?
And so I come from China to Europe. It's 1995. I study in Berlin. What I study, I study jazz. I have piano teacher, but I learn sheng to play.
So you transferred to
standards.
the sheng. Yeah.
So like all the standards, so what or Black
Sure.
Orpheus or
Yeah,
something.
of course.
So just harmonic and rhythmic and improvisation. That is what in Chinese music, we have nothing about this side knowledge. I like my tradition, Chinese tradition. I also like traditional music, but we living life in today. We have to find the voice, the sound, what we are life, what we are looking for.
Well, I think that's really the challenge for anyone who's playing so-called classical music is that we're playing a lot of music from the past, but we're living today, and we want to somehow relate it to who we are today. And I think that's it's a big challenge, but it's a very important thing for us to pursue, really.
Yes, that's very important. And also, this challenge is not easy. You have to take a risk, big risk. You know, if I come back, my father, he said, "What you play?" Actually, he's a very good musician. He like Chinese melody, some more romantic melody. He play Chinese fiddle. He said, "Oh, what you doing?" So, but I think this is a different generation. They have different background, different,
There was also, correct me if I'm wrong, I mean, there was also a period of time when there wasn't very much Western music in China, right? During the sort of Cultural Revolution period.
Yes.
So maybe that also influenced some people's attitudes towards it.
Yes. Actually, it's because they already know their own language very well. But I'm in the new generation. In my generation, what can I do? So that is my risk. So I can never play well. I mean, it's better than my professor. So
you want to do something different, right?
Yes, I start to improvisation. I started to work with a composer. That's I learned really a lot.
Apparently, we're going to do some improvisation later, right? That's what you've told me. I'm a little bit nervous about that, but we'll see.
Yes.
Okay, so Wu Wei he's informed me that we're going to do some improvisation, and he's been keeping it very secret of what it's going to be. So he seems to have an idea at least. Will you tell me what key it's going to be in at least?
Wow, any key. So we just drop from university some music.
All right.
Through. So I think it's the first time sheng and a bass, contrabass together.
So I'm just guessing that most composers you work with are not particularly familiar with the sheng. So I mean,
Yes.
There must be quite an interesting dialogue that takes place between you and them. So maybe you could tell us a little bit about how that process works.
Yes, actually, we need a really composer also with both sides, really open mind. So like a talk in same with dialogue something.
Yeah.
So I will actually every composer if writes for this instrument, they got one instrument, they can play by yourself. It's
Right.
very complicated. Really complicated because it's not like piano, da, 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 so very logic, but they have another logic. So that's why. I work very close with composer together. Like I work with great composer, so On Suk-ching.
Yeah, sure,
So
of course.
she's fantastic. He wrote the Sheng Concerto in 2008. For this first Sheng Concerto, I think it's most powerful for this instrument. A lot of challenge. I want to bring this traditional instrument to other people, not belong Chinese.
Sure.
It's a kind present for all other people. So that's why I work many different nationality composer from all of the world.
Well, it sounds like you and those composers you're really creating new worlds, between the sheng and the Western orchestral music. That it's opening up a whole new.
Yes,
new thing.
that is a fascination for me.
Yeah.
Wow, every time surprise for me. Even the process is very long, very not easy, but we understand each other. So to try to open really something new, that is a challenge. I like that.
That's the bonus track, right?
Bonus track.
Extra footage.
This is for a beginning. Mike
the
and
outtakes,
Wu
right?
Wei crazy do it. Yeah, bravo. So we have.
So we're ready for a tour, right? Maybe not.
Yes.